My name is Crystal, and I have two sons, Jared and Austin, and a daughter, Alexis. And my husband and I stayed at Ronald McDonald House over the last 3 years for a total of almost 4 months. October 6th of 2009, we got a phone call that morning. Our two sons were on their way to school with their friend and were in an automobile accident. Austin was fine. Jared was airlifted to Parkview, and he suffered severe head trauma, which resulted in traumatic brain injury. Jared still has a trach and a feeding tube, and it's been a long road. And to this day, he's 20 years old, and with our hospital stays, we still stay at the Ronald McDonald House. We live an hour from the hospital. We would not have been able to stay with Jared if it had not been for the Ronald McDonald House. It was the ER nurses. It was like they knew. I was still in denial at this point, but they knew what we were headed for. I think they knew. They gave us the referral for the Ronald McDonald House. And it was almost 9 o'clock, I think, by the time we went up there. It was late. It was getting late. We were pushing the time limit. But when we went up, we were like, okay, we need to go up and get our room. We need to go up and get our room. When we first went upstairs, it's like when you come off the elevator and you walk down, you start walking into the hallway, you can smell the apple spice you can smell, and it's like you left the hospital. Even though you're still in the hospital, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't look like it. And the volunteers are always nice and helpful. I went home without actually having to leave is kind of how I felt. I was still just an elevator ride away from Jared. My daughter still loves to go and play the games in the Ronald McDonald House. It was really good for her because she was only 5 at the time of the accident, and there were a lot of things that she didn't understand. So she was confused and upset. She just knew that her brother was hurt. And to be able to take her and not have to spend time with her in the hospital room or around everything, and she still didn't want to see her brother for the first few weeks after the accident. It was a place for me to go and to spend time with her because I was with Jared all the time, and she was kind of feeling neglected. She didn't understand, but going there made her feel better to be with me. You can't put into words the gratitude when you're in that position. Financially, it's hard. Everything is hard. And I have made friends with the ladies that work there that I'm still friends with 3 years later. If I had to speak to each one of you individually, the only thing I could say is thank you. Thank you doesn't seem large enough. Because of the Ronald McDonald House, me and other mothers like me were able to stay with our children and still be able to get away. It helps to escape. And if it hadn't been for the Ronald McDonald House, I don't know what I would have done. And so I am very, very grateful for the Ronald McDonald House and to each and every one of you for your donations.